It's hard to quantify the cowardly vibes that I'm getting off of Jon Jones. It feels to me like he will do literally anything except fight Tom Aspinall. The guy has not even wanted to do a face-off with him. I have looked and thought so hard about what his real endgame is, about how he's really trying, and what effort he's really putting into protecting his legacy. Maybe he's just completely unaware of how his legacy is completely in tatters now because of the perceived level of cowardice that all of us have seen from this man. I'm upset. Instead of taking it seriously, he's accepted this role as a coach on some knockoff version of The Ultimate Fighter. This is the Walmart brand of The Ultimate Fighter. It's not even the Kirkland brand. Not the Costco edition there. It's usually kind of better. This is horseshit. And it's not anything that the fans have allowed to happen because the fans have a zero agency in any of this. None of us are going to stop watching the UFC. And no other fighter, despite the fact that we all fucking hate Jon Jones, no other fighter has this level of freedom. As far as I know, Nate Diaz isn't even under contract with the UFC anymore. Only Jon Jones could be a champion. Well, Conor McGregor could do it, but currently active fighters, only Jon Jones could pull this shit off. We, the fans, are left twisting in the wind, wondering if we're ever going to see this prime Tom Aspinall get to use his God-given skills to test for the heavyweight championship. And it's unfucking fair. It's unfair to us. Jon Jones isn't just holding the division hostage. He's not just holding the UFC hostage. He's holding us hostage. Our entertainment. And because there's zero competition, what do you think, one championship, Horizon, is a real competition against the UFC? Bellator is essentially defunct. Cage Warriors, or whatever it's called. Cage Rage. See, I can't even think what the fucking name of that thing is. It's basically just the minor leagues for the UFC. Like, all of us, every one of us who loves this sport is being held hostage by Dana fucking White and Jon Jones. And nothing is going to change. We're never going to see this become any better. This will only get worse. People have started to say, oh yeah, the UFC is starting to suck. Well, in a lot of ways, it's always sucked. It is a corrupt organization. Let's be square about that. They hold their fighters hostage with predatory contracts with no non-compete clauses. They hold us hostage by giving us shitty events, not forcing their fighters into fights that they need to take to appease us. And let's be frank, we're the ones who need to be appeased. We're the ones who really give them all their money. We need less bullshit from Dana White. We need less bullshit from Jon Jones. I'm starting to lose interest in watching Jon Jones just fuck with us. I used to just want to see him fight to hope to God that maybe he'd lose. Now I just want to see him get hit by a train. It's unfair. It's deeply upsetting. And on top of all this, I watch all of our fighters like piss and moan. Sorry, I shouldn't say the pissing and moaning. They have righteous complaints about not having enough fighter pay. They're broke. These are fighters, the ones that we love, are getting nickels on the dollar, pennies on the dollar, compared to other guys in lesser sports that don't have half the amount of danger and sacrifice involved. I look at guys in the MLB, I'm just like, what do you guys even do? Swing a bat once, catch a ball, throw it to a base? Run 100 feet? Like, oh no. And how much these fucking guys make? Millions of dollars. Of course, I understand. There's a lot of competition between teams. There's not so much leagues that are competing for them, but the teams are competing for them. So obviously, there's going to be a huge demand for them between all these different teams. There's only one team in the UFC, or in MMA, and that is the UFC. And that's the problem, right? So I'm disillusioned. I still love the sport, don't get me wrong. I love watching guys kick the crap out of each other. I'm excited to see Jack Della Maddalena fight Bilal Muhammad, even if I think he has a bad chance of doing it. Maybe a better chance than Leon Edwards did, but I'm not looking positively at his chances, but I still want to see it happen, you know? And it's my desire to see this happen that continues to, like everyone's desire, that continues to fuel the UFC's ability to abuse us. We don't go other places to get our needs of the fighters satiated. You know, the UFC has not just created a breeding ground for the most talented Western fighters, and the most talented, or at least that's how they like to portray it. Certainly in the heavier weight divisions, we certainly have the better fighters. Like, I don't think Ryzen or One or any of the other promotions have even like a shot, a hope in history of ever having heavyweights and light heavyweights at the same level of the UFC. And for me, I do care about the heavyweight and light heavyweight division. For me, I do care about the light heavyweight division and the heavyweight division a little bit more than I care about the other ones. I feel there's a little more prestige that those two divisions have over the others. But that said, is it so much to wonder if we wouldn't be so screwed around by the promotion if we had some ability to keep them accountable? Is there anything realistically stopping us other than these non-compete clauses and the vast droves of fighters that are essentially locked in? I don't know. I just know that I get frustrated. I get frustrated with thinking about how I have no choice. I have no agency as a fan, other than to watch the Eastern promotions. And those frankly just don't cut it for me. I'm tired of seeing Dana White. I'm tired of seeing fighters get abused. I'm tired of seeing them bend the rules or just outright break them because one guy has all the cards in his hand. We are treated like shit as fans. And there's honestly no end in sight. If anybody has an idea of how we could end this vicious cycle of being torn apart by the promotion that we've devoted so much of our attention to. If anybody has an idea, please leave me a comment. Give me something to talk about. Outline some theories. This conversation I'm having with you guys is a bit more of a somber one because I'm taking it really seriously. Enough is enough. Sorry. Why do I even say that? Enough is never enough. We've been bending over for years for the UFC. We've been giving them our money. Look at this. Look at this. I'm wearing their hat right now. I have their posters on my wall. I am no better. Honestly. I am addicted to this. And I am just as much at fault for this nonsense as anybody else. I hope to God something changes. Oh, yeah. Like, comment, subscribe. Jesus.